So the first significant or big trade of the offseason na aprobahan na ng Commissioner's Office, and ito, ang daming involved dito. We see player movement, Noy Baclao, Rob Reyes, Nino Cañaleta, and John Wilson moving over to Air21. Magi Season, Paulo Ubalde, and a second round pick for some year to come, 2014, ng Air21 papuntang Petron. And para sa Barangay Ginebra, Elmer Espiritu. And yung first round pick ng Air21 for next season, 2013, yun nga, napunta sa Barangay Ginebra. How do you guys like this trade? Let's start with Jason.
When you look at the now, you have to think that Air21 on paper is the winner. Why did Ginebra give up their players? I think this is the Greg Slaughter sweepstakes, diba? For next year, he's coming in. Everyone thinks he's coming in. So, big guys don't come that often.
Actually, he has to. Or
Back-to-back years lang. Si Junmar lang tsaka si
kasi
but not that often.
Last playing year ni Slaughter sa Ateneo, di ba? Last playing year niya this year. So,
ito yung this is the projection. No? But you don't
year.
really, they're taking a gamble. Kasi hindi naman sigurado na magiging first pick ang Air21 eh. But in the end, I like it. I like it for Air21. I like it for Ginebra. With Petron, I think it's more of releasing some players to open up space so that everyone can improve. Kasi parang nagiging problema dito is kailangan ko palaruin si ganito, kailangan ko palaruin si ganito. You're always looking over your shoulder if you're a coach, and these other players are not getting that opportunity to play and make themselves better.
Pero they unloaded Baclao and Rob Reyes, pero they just got Fajardo and Mallory in the draft.
Mallory.
Mallory.
That means that they're committed to Fajardo. You take out Baclao and Reyes, that means that they're committed to him 100%. They're also giving the young guy enough confidence that he doesn't have to look over his shoulder na, ay nako, pag hindi maganda laro ko, papalaruin si Noy.
Sila lang ni Peñang
I'm a believer in that kind of a system that you put your chips in certain players and you put it into context na ikaw ang number one guy ko, there's a number two guy behind you, and I think that's what Petron's trying to do here.
I think even Noli Iyales tweeted that. I read that where he traded these guys to Air21. He said, I think we decided to trade them because he wanted more opportunities for them, more playing time, more improvement for them, and you never know. I mean, maybe later on when these guys really improve, malay mo baka they'll go back na naman.
Pero 'di ba nagkaroon ng free, 'di ba nagkaroon
It's true.
Pero nagkaroon ng free Noy Baclao movement, 'di ba? You gotta be happy for a guy like
Very
Noy Baclao.
happy, and I've been talking to Noy prior to this, and as a player, any player for any team that matters, if you're not being used and you're being underutilized, you want to move to a team where you think you'll have decent minutes. And I think with Air21, Coach France will be able to use it.
Remember, wasn't he the top shot blocker in his first conference with Air21 in the league?
Yeah.
In the league. So,
I think he was even getting 8 boards per game, I think, during the
Something like that. Is Air21 now a force with the addition of those 4 guys that we mentioned?
No, they've definitely improved, but I can't say that they're a force because they still lack a few players in the different positions, especially the guards. But I can say about this trade is it's a win situation for everybody. As they mentioned, Petron unloaded talent. Then Ginebra gets Elmer Espiritu for KG Cañaleta and John Wilson, who were kind of not part of the rotation anyway. And then that crucial first round pick. But the biggest winners really are Nonoy Baclao and KG Cañaleta. Nonoy Baclao, he's been sitting on the bench for the longest time and he's a good player. And KG Cañaleta, he can still shoot. He still contributes in a few games, especially in the second conference. He had a few good games, but it just seems that he fell out of favor and he's out of the rotation in Ginebra.
So pinakamatunog dito ang tututukan natin yung Noy Baclao. How does he play? How does he regain the confidence that he once had back in college?
I was in that mode before. Coming off Ginebra being traded to Air21, it doesn't come automatic where you think you can go back to a team where you think you'll get minutes and you think you'll perform right away. It's not that easy. You have when I was with Air21, I honestly thought I couldn't play basketball anymore. And the first few games, I think the first round when I entered Air21, nangangapa pa ako. Parang I wanted to get the feel of the game, competing again. And then suddenly during the end of that conference, I was able to play well na. And I'm hoping that Noy can probably break out of that playing well. That sana he'll play well earlier. And but definitely he can do it here better than in Petron.
Do we expect Noy right away, right out of the gates, pagbukas ng 38 season, ando na kagad or give him a little time?
Depends what you're trying to expect. He's still not gonna give you 12, 14 points night in, night out. But he's a guy that they're hoping should be close to about 10 rebounds a game, close to 3 blocks a game. And yun yung when you look at this team, Air21, they became a very decent defensive team with Rob, Noy, and John.
Yes.
Naging ano sila. They can work on that right now. And if Coach Franz hoping that Noy can be that anchor, maybe if they put a little 2-2-1 zone trap or something, at least now they actually have a decent shot blocker.
Yeah.
Ikaw, alam ko na sagot mo. Depende kung gaano kaaga nyo kalaban Air21.
Hindi naman.
Sabihin mo na naman, sana later on.
Hindi. Sana mas maaga para hindi pa sila buo and ready.
Tama nga, bisa yun eh.
Pero no, even Rob Reyes, I think he'll have a better shot. But I just mentioned Nonoy Baclao because Rob still got minutes a lot, especially last year.
Compared to Nonoy,
Compared to Nonoy. But it's still a better situation for both of them.
So sa mga naglipat bahay, good luck sa inyo lahat. Tutukan natin how they play come September 30 next season.